G'day sports fans, it's Phantom100 here. Welcome to Hades. Hades is a roguelike genre of game. It is like an RPG, it's top down, it has a really cool art style, and it's probably my favourite roguelike game. And you might be wondering, I don't know what a roguelike is. A roguelike game is basically it's a subgenre of role-playing games that is it has dungeon crawling elements. Usually everything is randomly procedurally generated, so usually like all your areas are randomly generated, so it's never the same every time you play through, and most of the stuff is based on movement, combat, and every time you die, you start again from the beginning of the area you went through. So, as in Hades, for example, you're playing as this god. I'm temporarily blanking on his name. So he's the son of Hades, and he is trying to escape from hell itself. So he is travelling through the floors of hell, and each time that you die, you go back to the beginning. But there are some things that carry across, certain upgrades and stuff you gain, and then the idea is to go through again and keep trying until you reach the end. So basically you got to go through without dying at all, but you do benefit from death because you get to keep certain upgrades and that kind of thing. It's a really fun game. It's been on the Nintendo Switch and the PC for a while, and it recently just came to consoles as well, or it's on its way to consoles, I forget the exact date. But it's a really cool game. It's really unique. It's a lot of fun. So you play as Zagreus, that's his name, and now that I've remembered it, and yeah, he's the son of Hades. I can't remember if he's actually, pretty sure he's a real god. So this area that I'm in right now is your training area. So if I just go back here, I'll show you guys something. So with Hades, you have your areas where everything is safe, right? So this is Zagreus' room, right? You can go here, you can go to the mirror and reflect, and this is where you can buy like upgrades that are persistent. Things like, you know, increasing vitality, reflexes, that kind of thing. And then if you go back this way, there's a fun little opening area where you can actually see Hades himself working. So he knows that Zagreus is trying to escape, right? So the canon of the game is he knows Zagreus is trying to escape, and then Zagreus fails, and he dies, and then he respawns all the way back down here out of this red pool of blood, where all these souls come in. And all these souls are lining up here to say hi to Hades here, and they've got to tell him that he's talking to them right now.
Go ahead.
And they're telling him exactly why they should be, why they should be let in to go to, heaven.
Next.
And he's interrogating them, which is pretty cool. You can listen to this for ages.
Claim granted.
Oh, he was nice. He granted this person. He rejects them usually, most of the time. And there's people you can talk to and stuff. All the different gods and everything around that are involved with Hades. You can explore around here. This is a lounge area which wasn't open before, so that's new. I'll have to explore that later. That was actually closed off for a time. As you play and as you die often and upgrade things, it actually still progresses the story. So characters will have more dialogue to have with you, and areas will open up that you can explore, and it just helps you learn more about the the lore of this world the game is set in, like what's happened, who's around, reasons why people are doing certain things. Like you get heaps of context as you just talk to people. So this here is the training area. This is Skelly.
Hey pal, watch where you throw those bloodstone things of yours. You drop them, you go pick them up, you understand? But if somebody gives you grief, you got my permission to chuck one right in his eye.
I'll just aim generally for the midsection, since the eyes are a lot harder to hit in my experience.
So Skelly is this undead skeleton who can't die, and he's here to help you train. So as you play Hades and gain unlocks, you'll eventually gain access to all these different weapons. There's a lot I haven't discovered yet, but you have to spend like these shadow points to actually unlock them. So at the start you get this sword, which is what we have equipped right now. So you press so if you're playing on the Switch like I am, your Y button is your light attacks, your heavy attacks is with your X, and then your A button throws out this little projectile, which then lands, and you have to pick it up again by walking over it, and I'll just make it so you can see it better. If it lands on an enemy like this, the icon will stay on them, and it stays on there, and most of the time it'll have like some sort of benefit, like it'll constantly do damage to them, it'll slow them down, that kind of thing. And the only way to get it back is you have to actually kill the enemy. So if we just, destroy Skelly's life here, preferably not behind this wall, but that's obviously where he's gone. So now we have it back, so if we throw it out, it bounces. So it's a big gem thing, and then you pick it up, and it comes back. Down the bottom left-hand corner, you can see Zagreus' health, and then the 1 out of 1 for the stone. There are certain upgrades you can get while playing on a run, where you'll actually be able to carry more than one at a time. You'll have 2. So you have like I said, the sword. You also, your B button is a dash, So that's your bottom button of the 4 face buttons. So you can do 2 dashes in a row, and I think eventually you can upgrade it so you can do more as well. So dashing is really integral to combat. I love the art style of this game, and also love how things like, you know, scratches and stuff from like the effects from like the sword and that are persistent on the ground like this. It's really cool. Then you also have the spear. I can't remember if this is like Poseidon the spear or where you get it from. The spear is like all about stabby attacks. Your heavy attack is actually throwing it, and it will, you know, land next to the enemy. So you can also like charge up your attacks as well, big spin attacks, that kind of thing. And then the other weapon I have currently unlocked is the bow. So the bow, this is harder to use, but your light attacks are basically a line. Once you aim, you can't move it. Your heavy one is actually like a spray, so this is good for clusters of enemies. So that's basically how the weapons all work. I think I'm just going to show you a run of this game, just using the sword, keep it nice and basic. I haven't played this game for a little while, so I'm going to be rusty as heck, but it is a lot of fun. The story is cool, the way you gain abilities and upgrades as you progress is really fun, and yeah, like some roguelikes are really punishing, and when you die, you start with nothing, and it's all like just on your own skill. But this game, you've got some persistent stuff, so you can keep trying. You know, all these little small upgrades will slowly improve your run, so that the next time you go through the area you died in, you might not die. I love the music in this game too, by the way. It's so cool. So now we're in Tartarus, which is the floors that are trying to lead us out of hell. And then sometimes something will spawn here, so let's accept this.
This mark, almost like a batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
This is how you get boons from other gods that want Zagreus to go to Olympus. So they are like, you know, they're calling out to you and they're giving you stuff to help you.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
So that is Hermes. So Hermes is getting involved. So far I've spoken to like, I've spoken to Poseidon and Zeus and like, you know, and Ares, all the ones you've heard of, and then lots of other gods you haven't either. They're all fully voiced. They all sound really cool. The voice work is great for this game. Overall, it's just it's like, the context of the story is just really easy to get into. So then, when you get offered boons by a god, you have 3 options, right? So they're often ones that will empower either your movement speed, your attack, your dash. Sometimes it'll be to do with your throwing gem or your heavy attacks. So it could be things like making your attacks do bleeding, putting doom on an enemy, which means at a certain amount of time they take a huge amount of damage. So the 3 options I've got here is great reflex, and you can dash more times in a row. So then bonus dash charges +1. So then we'll be able to dash 3 times instead of 2. Swift strike, your attack is faster, so then 10% attack speed, or greater haste, you move faster, 30% move speed. So obviously because he's the god of speed, that is why he's giving us attack speed and dash related stuff. I think for this, the extra dash could be handy. The move speed would be good too. They're all really good. When I go ready to reflex, we're going to have a 3rd dash.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go.
So now, we go 1, 2, 3. So now we can dash 3 times. Enemy has spawned. Often enemies will leave like area effects like that. So that was an enemy that just explodes, and it left an area. There's another one here. So it throws these bombs, and you can easily see their detonation radius. You'll come across a huge range of different kinds of enemies in the game. Updated the lore. So the lore has been updated because we've met Hermes. So Olympian gods, right? These are the people we've met, right? We've met Zeus, Poseidon, Athena, Aphrodite, Artemis, Ares, Dionysus, and Hermes so far. And then there's also, you know, Hades, Nyx, Zagreus, Charon, Hypnos, and Megaria. And, you know, you could pause the video at any point and read all this stuff, because it's quite interesting. And there's heaps of, like, others of notes. You got Skelly, and you got Cerberus. Cerberus is a doggo. He's actually Zagreus' pet in this game, and you can pet him. I should have gone and pet him. I might go and say hello to him at the end of the video. I'll give you guys something to look forward to. The House of Hades, Tartarus, Aphrodite. All this information is here. It's really cool, actually. You can spend ages just reading all of the lore. So then, normally when you get to a room, you'll have more than one option like this little door. You activate this, you walk through. So that area is always the same. You come here, this is always different. And then from here on, you'll often have options. And depending which door you go through, will change the room you're going into. And it's all random. It's never the same each time. The enemies are always different. So these enemies I've got now might not be the enemies I'll see my next first attempt at escaping. I don't remember how many floors there actually are to escape, because I haven't gotten that far in. I think I've gotten maybe almost halfway before. It was really hard. So one of the things that makes it really tricky is because you don't have, like, healing potions or anything like that. So one thing you just want to notice, when you kill enemies in the room, something like this appears, you gain plus 10 or more of this shadow blood stuff, and that is what you spend on permanent upgrades when you die, when you go back to the main area. So there are often things like this platform that can be traps if you walk on them when enemies are still around. This is a door, and if we check, there might be another one. No, there's no options out here. Stuff is also destructible, so it's a good idea to destroy stuff in case you get more items out of it. But you don't really have a passive way to regen health. You don't have healing items or anything like that. But you can eventually get certain upgrades during your run. So like this upgrade I got with the dash, that's temporary. The boons you get from gods are temporary. And sometimes you'll get one that might be like gain life on hit and that kind of thing. And that will help keep you alive. But for the most part, health regen isn't really a thing. You just gotta try and survive, honestly. I don't remember if there is. I think like you can also get a passive upgrade that you gain health whenever you clear a room, like when you go through the door. But all in all, it's really up to you to stay alive. You don't just get health back all the time. You know, the whole point is you got to survive. It's all about being patient, dodging attacks, like being really swift, getting rid of things. You're also using the environment to your advantage. Like I could use those bombs to kill enemies if I wanted to. So this door is locked because there's still an enemy in this room, which is this big boy here. So we're just going to keep hitting him. I'm going to give him a heavy attack. Stun him. Backstab. Backstab is also a good thing. It actually does bonus damage to enemies if you hit them from behind. So make sure to use that to your advantage whenever you can. Enemies often choreograph their attacks, so it makes it pretty easy. But that's only the starting areas. Like once you get into later rooms, there's a lot more enemies flooding the place, and it gets really hard to avoid everything. So, Bone Hourglass, rank up. You gain health out of this. Coolio, we are 72 out of 75, so we're doing pretty good for health. Let's proceed through this doorway. It's the first couple of floors you don't get a door choice, but then you start getting choices, and you got to start thinking about where you want to go. And you get different rewards depending on which door you go through. These guys are a little annoying because of the mines, but they're pretty easy to avoid considering you can see the blast radius. Now, come here. I'm not done with you. Oh! Okay. Get him! Still more of these little jar things. And there we go. It's all of them dead. And we get a key, which gives us one key. And we use the keys to unlock a weapon. So you need so many keys to unlock weapons, so eventually we'll be able to get a new one. Let's go through this doorway. So I've already got a passive upgrade where I gain health for going through doors. It's only like 1 or 2 points, but every point of life matters in this game. Like, it's not worth taking a hit for anything if you can help it. Fortunately, Zagreus is really mobile. That's why I chose to have the extra dash. So I can try to avoid taking extra damage like I just did. Because yeah, enemies also hit really hard. Like, it may look like I have a lot of health, but it's actually like, when these dudes hit me, it's going to do like probably 5 damage, at least. It's going to hurt. It's going to count for a lot. Oh, yeah, see, that did a lot. That did, like, what, 8 damage to me? Can't afford to get hit by that. We're getting the backstab there for the extra damage. And what is this?
Little Hades, it appears that you are moving right along, almost at an uncanny pace. I wonder how you got to be so fast. Aquatic exercise?
Poseidon is cool in this game. I really like his design. He looks like that cool uncle you'd want to hang out with. So, he's giving us Tempest Strike. Your attacks deal more damage and knock foes away. So you got plus 42% attack damage. Flood Shot. Your cast damages foes in the area, knocks them away. So that does extra damage. That's our ranged attack. We throw out the little gem. Tidal Dash. Your dash damages foes in an area and knocks them away. So you can also knock them away with your dash. I think we're going to go Tempest Strike because we want our attack to do more damage. That's definitely... And knocking them away sounds pretty good. It's also the rare perk, so like it's probably a better choice anyway. So now, our weapon is going to knock people back and do more damage. Now, this is where we come to a choice, right? So we go here. The items on these doors will allude to what you might get, but unless you know all the symbols, like I don't know what all the symbols mean. I know this one looks like a shadow blood thing, so that might give an increase to that. This, I don't know what this is. It's a complete mystery. So because it's a mystery, we'll take this door and see where it takes us. And then this is where everything gets completely 100% randomly generated.
Better stock up.
Like, this area looks familiar. Oh, this? Oh, that's right. So this is the shop. Forgot to mention this to you guys.
On, mate. Now, hypothetically, if I provided you with, say, 1,000 coins, would you be willing to give me a ride in your beautiful boat? Upriver, I should say, specifically.
So this is Charon, the Stygian boatman. So he is basically a shop guy. So when you've happened to find this room, especially what that symbol means, you can spend your currency to buy power-ups. Now I don't have enough for any of this because I've only got 44. You can see your currency down the bottom right hand corner. But otherwise you could buy these things. Again, the game doesn't tell you. The game literally does not tell you what all these things do. It's kind of random or learning the items as you go. You could probably Google it, that kind of thing. But yes, this is where you can buy items from him. So that was a cool lucky find. I'm glad we got to see Charon, but I do not have enough currency for anything cool, which is sad. So, through the door we go and continue this run. I have no idea how long this run's going to go for, or how long I'm going to stay alive. So this is your first boss. So yeah, usually it's about three floors in or so you get a boss. It's doing a lot of damage to me. It really hurts. I don't think I've actually had this boss before, if I'm honest. I don't recognize it. It's really hard to avoid because every single one of those lines does damage. Fortunately, because of the knockback from our attacks, that's really making it easier to corner it. But yeah, we are taking a lot of damage from this thing. It's not easy at all to avoid all this. Oh, we are super weak though. We are super weak. He's still got a layer of health, that's not good. We're in a lot of trouble actually. Avoiding all these lines is really difficult. Only on 8 health as well. I think he had 2 health bars actually, because I'm pretty sure already... Oh no, we took another hit though. It's not good. It's really hard to tell when you're taking damage as well, because you don't get vibration for taking damage in this game. Your controller won't vibrate for it, so you will not know. Until you look at your health bar. Okay, you just survived that with 5 health, so this is going to make the run nice and fun. What do we get for it?
You're badly injured, aren't you, cousin? I wish that I could will the pain away, though at least I can provide you this.
Hey, Athena. I really like her design too. I think she's really cool. She's got this cute little owl. So, she's giving us the phalanx shot. Your cast damages foes in a small area and can deflect. Sure footing, resist damage from traps, 75% reduced damage. Or bronze skin, resist damage from foes' attacks. I think with our low health, we've got to go bronze skin. We've got to reduce that damage by 7%. Anything at this point. So they were all rare perks. So sometimes a god can be really nice and can give you rare perks. That's Athena. And each time you meet a god, you actually learn more information about them. Like, more info is added to the lore book as you go. Which is also very cool. Now we go through this room, because there's only one exit from a boss fight. That boss fight was tough. Alright. Now we've got big boys, but now they're a different colour. They might have flame properties. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So that's right. I forgot that I bought an upgrade a while back, a permanent upgrade, where each time you die, you get 1 chance. So you die, you get 1 chance to come back with like half health. I actually completely forgot I had that, and I thought the game was over. That's why I went all quiet. I was like, no, it's over. And see, we can activate these traps on purpose to damage the enemies if we push them towards it. And having the knockback on the sword makes that a lot easier. Well, that room was cleared pretty quickly. But yeah, so we had our 1 chance. So now that we've spent that, if we die again, it is legit game over. And then we respawn. But then next stuff is exciting, because you have new people to talk to, new lore and story and progression. It all progresses every single time you die, so it's never a waste of time. The only time you probably don't benefit is if you don't even clear the first boss, then maybe. But as long as you clear the first boss, it will always progress story and upgrades and stuff when you die. These are flaming skulls, and who do they think they are? Excuse me. Bring it on, boys. Oh, there's some more enemies spawning in. More skulls! You don't threaten me. Boom! Oh, that's a big boy there. I don't want to say hello to you. I'm not in the mood. Boom! Oh, he's trying to slap me. He's trying to smack me, and I'm not into it. Oh, yeah, 2 life bars? Excuse me. Who gave you permission to be extra healthy? Oh, we got coin. Now we have 100 coins. So if we saw Charon now, we'd be able to actually buy something. And we got more. 200 coins. Oh, we're loaded. I can't remember if coins stay on you, or if it's just per run. Which one of these do we want? This one, I think, is a health-related thing. We'll go this way. I think it's a health related thing. I'm probably wrong because it has been a while since I played this.
Ready for me?
Hey, big boy. Oh, he noticed us. Which he should have. Would have been very disappointed if he didn't. This knockback is really cool. I actually really like having this. It makes it so that I can, even though I'm in melee range, I can push enemies out of it if necessary. I should be using my throw on attack. We'll throw this on him. And then we got to retrieve it before we could use it. That's the only reason why I don't use it, because then I'm encouraged to go and get it back, and I don't like to do that very much. Oh, that was close. I'm super weak. Almost had me. You're right, Zagreus, it did. Yeah, so that gives us health. So when we clear these levels, we get health. So that's why you choose that if you can. That is a key on it. Keys help us unlock weapons. So we're going to pick the key room. That's what we want. We want to be able to get that other weapon that I can see in the training area, because I don't know what it is, and I want it. And it looks like there's 2 others that I haven't discovered yet, so I want to know what all the other playstyles are like. That's the cool thing too, is not only is everything random, but your run's going to be completely different depending on what weapon you chose. So just think how different this run would be if I was using the bow, for example, where I had to keep my distance and charge up my attacks. Or the spear, where I had a ranged and melee attack. Oh boy, I'm not doing so good. I'm not doing so good! This kind of game requires a lot of precision and concentration, so me being talkative makes this a lot harder. But we're doing it! What's great is at one point I was doing a run and I got a boon that gave stun to all my attacks. So each time I hit enemies, I gain a stun. So I hardly ever got hit, because I'd hit the enemy, they'd get stunned, I'd hit them again, they'd get stunned, and so they spent most of the time in a stun and not attacking me. And I think it was one of my farthest runs I got because of this early boon. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. It was insane. I would like to get the stun again. I can't even remember which god gave it to me. Okay, so we are really weak, so that's why our health bar is flashing. Once you get to under 30, your health bar is like, bruh, you're gonna die. Because this is like, what, 3 hits maybe? 3 hits to death? Something like that. So it's almost like a Dark Souls run at this point. I enjoy roguelike games. I love games that, randomly generated, and how you gotta start again all the time. At first it might sound a bit annoying or boring to die and restart, with most of your stuff gone. But it's a nice challenge. Makes it really fun. And you do get some passive upgrades. So it makes it worth it. Oh, I see, that's a trap that fires out arrows. We're also on 5 health. We're 1 hit away from dying right now. Just want to put that out there. We just survived.
Did you happen to know, my king, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your quest? You have, for I am keeping count, and I am most impressed.
Ares keeps count. Of course Ares would keep count. How cool is his design as well? It is so neat. So we've got Blade Dash. Your dash creates a Blade Rift. Blood Frenzy. After using Death Defiance, deal more damage than encounter. Battle Rage. After slaying a foe, your next attack or special deals more damage. We're going to do Dash, because we use a dash a lot. Hey, how cool is that? That's neat. Oh, and then we go through here. Wait, isn't this the item to go to see Charon? Yes! Alright, now, what do we buy here? I want a key. I wonder what the lightning does. We're going to buy... Is this health? It is. Max life. Then we're going to buy the key. There we go. Now we have more keys. We have 8 keys. We're rocking it. Hey, Charon. Thanks for the stuff, Charon. Bye. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I wasn't expecting to do this well in my first run. I was expecting to be dead already.
We meet again.
Oh, here we go.
Look at yourself, Zagreus. You are a total mess. Halfway to death or worse. You're making this too easy.
This is going to be difficult. So when you get to Megara, she's she makes it sound like they have a history. So she's the Fist of the Furies. This boss fight, you always get at this point in the game. It's really, really hard. But then after you beat her, if you then die and go back to the opening area, she'll sometimes be there and she'll chastise you for beating her but then dying anyway. She'll actually be mad and be like, how dare you fail after beating me? You've offended me. If you lose to her, then sometimes she's again in the area and she'll say I told you I'd beat you. As everything matters. The game is aware of when you fail and stuff. It's really cool.
Hit a few snags on my way to meet you, Meg. So if you wouldn't mind going easy on me this one.
Not on your life or death. But I will kill you quickly, how's that?
Oh boy. Okay, this is going to be hard because we have only 34 health. This boss fight is pretty hard. Like, I think it took me like 3 attempts before I first cleared it. Because she has a lot of health, she's got a lot of really fast attacks that are really hard to avoid if you don't pay attention. Which I'll admit I'm not. I'm hoping the blade dashes help. Because she's actually going through them. Because she does dashes, she does projectiles, she does a lot, and she hurts a lot. Well, I walked on a trap because I wasn't looking. There is no escape, so then you die. Godhood gain. So I also have a thing activated, which is your Godhood. So you gain damage resistance each time you die. It's like a special thing that you can activate in the settings. You don't have to use it. I do to give me the damage resistance because I wanna like have a chance, you know, because I suck. But you can have that off so that you don't get anything for dying at all.
What happened to Hypnos?
So Hypnos is normally a character we can talk to here, but he is not here right now.
Disgraceful.
He's not happy. Oh look, here's Cerberus. Look at him. Pet him.
You don't like it when I pet your other heads, huh? No.
Do not let him manipulate you, Cerberus.
He's a good boy. He's a good doggo. I love the animation. He just sits there and chills out, and Zagreus just pets him and stuff. He's awesome. But only one head is really pettable for some reason. Hey, Dad!
Blood and darkness, but this place is falling apart. Nobody works an honest day down here.
Father, everybody's dead. Give them a break.
What would you even know of honest work? At least the wretched dead yet honor me as Lord. I cannot say the same for you.
Ooh. That's not very nice, Mr. Hades' daddy boy. You know it sucks here. So if we go up this way, there's also somebody we can talk to.
Happen to know whom I should thank for the weapons just outside my chambers, Achilles?
I'm sure I wouldn't, lad. Though if I happen to run into them, I'll let them know.
So Achilles is like trapped here. He can't leave. It's really sad actually when you look into his backstory. There's sometimes other people to talk to here. You got just random stuff here you can interact with sometimes. There's often people you can talk to in there. So you get new dialogue every time. What is this? Oh, that's right. You can also spend a currency to like slowly upgrade this area. So you can actually upgrade the Great Hall and add items to it, change the decor, all that kind of thing. It's really interesting. Like, all this stuff doesn't feel like it should matter because you're trying to escape. But you can slowly upgrade and change this entire opening area. So that, I don't know, I guess it's different and something new to look at. There's a ghost chef here. Look at this ghost chef. He's literally a ghost chef. Hello.
The prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. This Gorgon must be like our biggest fan.
I just wanted to say, don't bother picking up my room today. I'm headed out for a while.
I have to clean the rafters.
Aw.
Thanks for your hard work.
Okay, that's Zagreus' biggest fan. This area is cool. I think I must have recently opened this up the last time I played. It's really cool. What is this?
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Okay, that's cool.
Face up on that wall, I guess.
Oh, and his Nyx.
The Olympians can't really see me, can they, Nyx? I mean, not very well. I get that they can sense details here and there, but they don't know the full extent of what's going on. Are we really so far beyond their influence?
You are enshrouded from them, child. For your own benefit and theirs. They know as much as necessary to assist. And I trust they shall, for as long as you require. They are bound to one another as family. And they know that you require aid. Do not be too prideful to accept.
I love Nyx. She's really cool. She's a really nice character.
I won't.
And definitely doesn't belong here. So after you've interacted with everybody that you can, you then come back here.
Go lie down.
Back to his room. Oh, it's actually telling me to go lie down. I will do that in a minute, but let's go here and reflect for a second. So you have 66 shadow of this currency. I forget what it's called. So, deal bonus, attack and special damage when striking foes from behind, 10% per rank. So we can upgrade that. Restore a small amount of your life when you exit a chamber, +1 per rank. So we're getting 2 life each time we leave a room at the moment. I think we're going to do... Let's do extra damage, actually. Let's upgrade that. We can upgrade that again. And again, now we're at 40%. So now we've got plus 40% damage when we're doing the back hitting. Now if you go through here, I want to see, do I have enough keys to unlock a weapon? That's the thing I'm curious about. If I have enough, I would love that. But I don't remember how many I need. It might be something like 10. Here's Skelly, he wants to talk. Oh, wait. We can. We have 8. This thing needs 3. New weapon. Aegis, Shield of Chaos.
Lend me your power.
Oh, change of plan. I like it.
Oh, this is cool. So, press Y to bash. Okay, so it's 1 hit. It's not multiple hits. Hold Y to defend. Release to bull rush. Whoa! Okay, that's cool. You could throw it with X. Yeet. Oh, that's cool. Press Y or dashing to dash strike. Okay. So this is different because it's just the 1 hit. But you can throw it as well. And then you can go up. Okay, so this would be a very different weapon to use. What do you want, Skelly?
Let me give you a piece of advice, boyo. You run across a guy like me out there, you just give him a good stab right in the back without a second thought before he sends you crying back to Papa.
Oh. Okay.
Keep that in mind, mate.
And you get more lore on Skelly. Okay, that's cool. I wonder what all the other weapons are then, because there's still 2 spots here. So we have 5 keys left. I didn't think I'd only need like 3 keys to unlock this. This is cool. I mean, it's kind of weird compared to the others because it's just 1 hit. But I mean, the blocking could be handy, I suppose. It's a pretty cool weapon. It looks cool. I do like it. Right. Now that we've got a new weapon, it's going to be exciting for the next time we do a run. Let's see. It's telling us to rest here. Let's do that. Earlier.
The dead of night, or the approximation of it in the realm of Hades. Prince of the Underworld, Zagreus, rises from a fitful slumber, with much mischief on his mind.
Ah.
Mischief? Me? I was just going to have a little look through Father's stuff.
All is quiet at this time. Ever-dreaming Hypnos put a spell upon the house, as willful Zagreus had asked of him. All are fast asleep, save for the prince. It is exactly as he planned.
Lower your voice, old man. I'm trying to be sneaky here.
He's actually breaking the 4th wall. He can hear the narrator. That's kind of funny. This is interesting.
He ventures toward the stately throne of his lord father, half expecting to be caught, but ill expecting what he is about to find.
I said shut up, old man.
Ooh.
He does not know exactly what he seeks. He only knows that something always has felt off to him, that he does not belong. Who is he, really? Lord Hades never would indulge such questions, so Prince Zagreus would find out for himself.
I'm not listening.
Interesting. So this could be a major spoiler thing, so I'm going to have to end the video here because I don't want to spoil that for you guys depending on what he finds out. That's a major story spoiler. I'm not going to do that. Hope you guys enjoyed this anyway, this first look at Hades. It's really fun. If you want to see more videos on the game, let me know and I'll happily try and do more. Like maybe I'll just do more videos of me doing runs and stuff. Like if I do a really good run, record it. We'll see. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more of it. I'd happily do that. It's a really fun game. So let me know if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more of this by smacking that like button. Share this video around with all your social networks, your Twitter, your Discord, all that kind of stuff. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I do 11 videos every week, lots of different games I play, and if you want to see more of Hades, then yeah, let me know. Hit the notification bell so you stay notified about all the videos I put up, so that way you can watch all the cool stuff you enjoy. And when I reach 300 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a $100 Steam gift card and 3 months of YouTube Premium to 2 lucky winners when I reach that milestone. So please stick around for that, and you might be one of the winners. So until the next time, guys, dodge that game over screen. I am Fan2100, and I'm signing out for now. No spoilers for you.